What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Across the Pond, where two American boys tell you what's up in the worldwide world of soccer / football, whatever you want to call it. We don't care. We'll call it whatever is preferred, I guess. But regardless, I'm Richard Dio,
I am Jacob Bullard.
and we just watched the Man United Leicester game, but we'll get to that later in the video. But we are also going to be going over the Community Shield as well, match day ones for all the Premier League. We're going to look at our fantasy teams, and what else are we going to do? Are we looking at other? What is this? Is that something else?
Unrelated.
Unrelated.
We're gonna skip over that.
Okay. We'll do our fantasy teams and then the match day one. And then we'll talk Community Shield and the Man United game.
Okay.
Cool?
Cool.
All right.
Let's do
it.
it.
I have the games right here. Give me a sec. Obviously, Manchester United and Leicester just played, so we're not going to talk about that. Tomorrow, the first game on the board is Newcastle versus Tottenham, which I think is actually I think it's an important game to see how Newcastle is going to be gauged in the sense of like where they are at and if they can crack that kind of ceiling that they're at right now. And then see if Tottenham is going to be able to be top six, obviously, continuing to be top six after this year or upcoming year for me. But I think it's going to be an interesting game. I don't know. I'm not going to wake up for this game, but I'm going to definitely probably record it, though, actually.
It's okay. I think this is Newcastle's probably best chance to get 3 points from a big team.
Mm-hmm.
Because who knows, like, who all's going to start for Spurs? Like, is Eriksen, Dele Alli, Harry Kane, all them, like, they may not start.
Yeah.
Vertonghen and Alderweireld, too, at the back. So
I would say Harry Kane will probably start. I mean, we saw Pogba start today, so
that's true.
I don't think that's going to be that too big of an issue. It's going to depend on the player.
But, like, no Lukaku at the same time.
Yeah, he got something, though, eventually.
Yeah.
Same with Rashford, too. He's
So I think still, though, I mean, this is still Newcastle's best chance.
Yeah. Who you got in that game?
I think Spurs will get it done. I don't know. Newcastle's problem last year was scoring goals, and, like, I don't know that Solomon Rondon is necessarily going to do that for them.
Okay.
So
apparently, on the Football One app, is it one? Yeah, is it Football One app? I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah. On the One Football app, they got Tottenham at 88% chance of winning this game.
Dust.
So.
All right. Well.
Dust. I'm gonna go Tottenham with that one too.
Yeah.
Moving on, Fulham versus Crystal Palace. Another kind of to see where Fulham is against a weaker team. Definitely Crystal Palace is probably one of the weakest sides this year, easily.
Yeah.
And we'll see how bad they play. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. Highlights.
I'm hoping that we'll get to see Crystal Palace and Max Meyer play for Crystal Palace. To see like how they're going to use him. Fulham made a whole bunch of signings.
On deadline day.
Yeah.
And before that as well.
Yeah, so I think they have a pretty well put together squad to like at least stay up.
They definitely have like a squad that should be competitive, easy on paper.
Yeah. Like it should finish mid-table, maybe like the bottom half of the mid-table, but like, you know.
So who you got in this?
I'm going to go for a draw.
You're going to go for a draw?
Yeah, 2-2.
Okay. So I got 52% are going with Fulham and 40% are going with Crystal Palace.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with Fulham actually on that.
Okay.
Even though I have Zaha, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, Watford versus Brighton Hove Albion.
I did not see that. Oh, yeah, dude. I don't know. I see this as two team. I think already, even though it's week one, this is a big game for these teams because they need to, for these two teams particularly, because they need to beat up on like the other lower teams.
Yeah.
And I think that Watford and Brighton both have the potential to be relegated.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that.
I would say Brighton more than Watford.
Yeah, Brighton over Watford for sure, but it's going to depend on who's. I think it's going to be depending on health and just getting lucky, honestly.
Yeah. And then obviously Watford without Richarlison now, who was like a big playmaker for them.
Yeah, got to make a lot of
last
runs
year.
for him, so.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Watford on this one.
I think I'm going to go with Brighton.
Okay.
Which is probably not the favorite.
It is not.
Yeah.
It's at 66%. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, 66%, 12% on draw, and 22 for Brighton. So, yeah. Let's keep moving, bro. Let's keep moving. Here we go. Bournemouth versus Cardiff City.
Very similar to the last game for me. Like, both these teams have the potential, especially Cardiff, have the potential to be relegated. I don't think Cardiff did nearly enough in the transfer window. Like, I think they basically have their championship squad.
Yeah, they've only
and that is dangerous.
Signed a lot of championship guys coming up with them.
So I think Bournemouth has just enough Premier League experience. They did lose Harry Arter until they loaned him out. I forget to who. No Arter. But I think they should have enough to get by Cardiff City.
Yeah. 68 for Bournemouth, 9 on the draw, and 28 for Cardiff. Oh, no, 23, my bad, sorry.
Okay.
Let's keep moving. Maybe might be the slaughter of the week. But we got Huddersfield Town versus Chelsea. That's an easy pick. But
is it, though?
I mean, for me it is. I mean, last year, I think it was like opening. You were out there for match day 1, right?
I was.
And you saw Burnley.
I watched Burnley beat Chelsea. Yeah.
But I don't think Huddersfield is close to what Burnley is.
But this is a home game for Huddersfield, though.
This is true.
Not that like is.
I don't think that's
helps them that much. What I would say is that this will be the first match where, or maybe not even the first match. Like, Sarri hasn't even like met all of his players yet, or like will have just met all of his players.
Yeah.
Because not everyone was back yet for that Community Shield game against City. So he hasn't even had an opportunity to put together a training session with like everyone. So like similar to Newcastle, how we're saying like this is their best chance to get points against the top 6 team. This is Huddersfield's best chance to get points against top 6 team. I think Chelsea were ridiculously disorganized in that Community Shield game. I know we're going to talk about it later. I just think that like it hasn't come together yet. Sarri needs time to get his system in and figure out what players that he has for that system.
Okay.
So I'm going to go for a draw.
I'm going to say Chelsea because I think they just have more quality. I think the quality is going to go over the disorganization. I'll probably see, like, I wouldn't be surprised, though, to see, like, a 3-2 game. But it's 92% Chelsea, 2% a draw, 6% Huddersfield Town.
92% of those people did not watch the Community Shield game.
Okay, I guess I didn't.
There you go. They did not. It wasn't good. It didn't look good for them.
Next, and the last game of the day, I think, we got Wolves versus Everton. And I'm going to pick a draw on this one because I like what Everton did at deadline day, but I don't know if it's going to work yet or as soon as I think it is going to work. I like the players that they signed, but I think Wolves are not going to get. They're going to be the guy. They're not going to. They can take a punch. I feel like they're like the team that's coming up that can take a punch.
Okay.
And then be able to punch back. So, not to say that Everton's big or not big, but like, it's Everton. Like, they're kind of like the stepping stone.
I think I'm gonna go for a draw too, only because Everton, with as many people, they brought in 4 people yesterday.
Yeah.
Bernard, Zuma, Yari Mina, and someone else. I think there was someone else there. Maybe in any case, they brought in a lot of people yesterday. I do like the moves that both of these teams made in the transfer window. I think the bigger question mark is the Wolves moves. Like, they pulled all those people over from Portugal, but they did add some quality, I think. And it's a home game, away game for Everton, home game for Wolves. So I think that'll put it a little bit in their favor. So I'm going to go for a draw. But I think that Everton is if this game was 3 weeks from now, I would have Everton, no doubt.
Yeah. So there's 57% for Everton, 7 for a draw, 36 for Wolves.
Okay. That takes us to Sunday.
Sunday, fun day. There's 2 games at 5:30. For us, 5:30 in the morning for us. Liverpool versus West Ham. Probably the second biggest game this weekend, for sure.
What planet are you on? You think that game's bigger than the United Leicester game?
Yeah. What?
What?
We got it done. I knew we were gonna beat Leicester, dude. Come on.
Oh, please.
Hey, we'll explain that in a review, right? Yeah, I think this is a more important game because I want to see West Ham. I want to see what West Ham has done with Pellegrini.
Nope. Not in this game, you don't.
Okay. All right.
Liverpool are the only top 6 team where they got everyone back from the World Cup way early. That's why they rolled Manchester City. They rolled Dortmund in the ICC.
They didn't roll Dortmund.
Oh, wait.
Pulisic is like.
Oh, that's right. No. But there was who did they play before that? It wasn't Dortmund. In any case, Liverpool has their full squad ready because none of them made it into the group stage except for Henderson. Running through the squad real quick in my head. I think Alisson for Brazil.
Firmino played.
Firmino sat on the bench while Gabriel Jesus played.
Boy still played.
Sure.
Arnold.
Okay, I'll give you that one. But even he was back like in the IC. He was playing in the ICC.
Okay, all right. But
they have their that's why I didn't care about like what happened in the City Liverpool ICC game. Even more so than normal. Didn't care